Okay.
Let's get this. Okay. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good evening from here. Is anyone joining the live? Let's see. We can see if anyone has joined first. You can talk. Welcome,
Okay, how do
everybody.
I
Welcome,
get to
welcome.
see? Okay, I'm gonna see. Okay, I'm gonna see
You yes.
from the
Yes, you will.
chat or from where?
Yeah, from the chats. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from wherever you are. If you're joining the live, just send us a hi or a hello so we know that you're in the live with us. Let's see. Let's see if anyone is in the live. Thank you so much for joining. Okay. Oh, okay. Still waiting for people to join. No one is here yet. Okay, 2 people. Okay. If you can hear us, please send a hi. Let's hear you. The comment section. Okay, Benny J says hello. Hello, Benny. Thank you. Nice to meet you, and thanks for joining us. Okay. I see Forgive also says hello, everyone. All right, my people are joining already. Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so it's 3 minutes in already. We are going to start. Welcome, everybody. Good evening from here, from Indonesia. And today we have an amazing guest with us. She's a very amazing teacher that we're going to be talking and speaking with today. Welcome to Teaching Beyond Borders. And this is the live show, as I can say, that I put together to bridge the communication between African teachers and the world stage where they can actually expand their skills and expertise as teachers. My name is Anna Vgla. My students call me Miss Anna. Everyone also call me Miss Anna professionally. But I also have I also support teachers online, and this is one of the ways that I try to bridge that gap. So thank you so much for joining. We have Ms Tiwa from Nigeria today. Ms Tiwa, could you please say something and introduce yourself to the audience briefly? Then we can start today's show.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Tiwa Lokwe, okay, or Ms Tiwa, like Hannah said. Professionally, that's how they call us, Ms Tiwa, Ms Tiwa.
Teachers, yeah.
Yes, and yeah, I've been a teacher for almost 10 years now.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yes. Some years in Nigeria, some in Dubai, and then currently in Qatar as well. So
Okay.
that's me. That's the brief intro.
Okay. Thank you so much. So that's Tiwa. Thank you so much for introducing yourself. Today's show is going to be in 2 parts. We're going to have the part one, which is the question session, and part two is going to be the game version or the game session, where we are going to drill Miss Tiwa and see how fun she is outside the classroom as a teacher. All right. So this is not just a regular LinkedIn Live. It's going to be more fun and casual. So even the questions are going to be very random. All right. She has 4 categories to choose from, and she's going to pick 2 from 4 categories and then choose 5 random questions from each category. All right. So everything is going to be spontaneous, out of the blue, no preparations, that we can have the real fun and value out of this discussion. So, Ms. Tiwa, I'm going to give you 4 categories, and you're going to choose 2 of the categories that you like. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. All right. Category one is about the breakthrough stories of an African teacher going abroad. Category two is about the money and the wealth. People want to know about, the money, the kudi part of the whole thing. Category three is the solo experience as a solo teacher leaving your home country. And category four is the hard truth of bias, prejudice, resilience, stuff like that. So out of these four categories, tell me the top two, your top two that you want from this.
So let's start with the money and wealth.
Oh, okay.
Everyone
So that's
is
category two.
interested with
You're going
that.
straight to the money. Okay. Go straight to
That's
the
what most
money.
people are
All
interested in.
right.
And then the
Okay. All
solo
right. So,
experience. Oh yeah,
okay.
so one
Category
after the
two
other,
and
right? Yeah,
solo. Okay.
yeah.
Yes. 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 All right. So now choose five random numbers from 1 to 10. Category two, five random numbers 1 to 10.
Okay, let's go for number three.
Okay. Number three.
Number seven. I'm going for the odd
All
numbers one.
right. Okay.
Number nine.
All right. Two
That's
more.
just three, right? Two more. Okay, let's
Yes.
do
Yes.
five. Did I choose five
Mm-hmm.
before?
No,
And
not
let's
yet. You
just go
just
for
choose that.
six.
Okay, all right. So the first question, all right, we're going to look about money and wealth when it comes to a teacher, African teacher living abroad.
Mm.
What is the cost of living reality like in Qatar? Okay, so tell us a deep dive into things like rent, groceries, and transportation costs in the city that you're living right now.
Okay, so let's start with rent. I know that for Ghana, you pay rent monthly. Am I correct?
We actually
I've
pay it
heard.
in a whole year, a
Okay,
month for the whole year. Yeah,
okay, because I've heard a few people say, oh, in Ghana, they pay the rent monthly, whereas
yeah.
in Nigeria, where I'm originally from, we pay yearly
Mm,
per annum.
mm,
So most
yeah.
developed countries, they pay monthly actually. They pay
Mm,
monthly.
mhm.
So here in Qatar, you pay monthly. And honestly, the rent, of course, is on the high side compared to African
Yeah.
countries now. If it's compared to the Western countries, of course, it's quite affordable. That's why you see many Westerners even coming to live in the Middle East because
Mhm.
compared to their own living expenses or way of life, Qatar is still way affordable than
Yeah.
over there. So compared to Africa, it's quite on the high side for
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so let me just put it that way. So of course, it depends on the kind of accommodation you want to stay in.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to stay in a 5 star, in a 7 star. Of course, it would depend on what type
Where
of
you're living.
accommodation,
Yeah.
where you live in, if it's
Yeah.
downtown, if it's just
Mm.
somewhere. So it just varies. I would say anything from 1,000 Qatari riyals and above.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on
Oh.
wherever you want to stay. Yeah. So if you
Mm.
want to stay in downtown, you could be going for 5,000, 7,000 and above. It depends on
Oh.
your pockets. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Thank you so much
yeah,
for yeah.
yeah, yeah. Now, I was going to also extend to transportation.
Mm-hmm.
I think you asked about transportation as well. So for
Yes.
transportation, it's quite affordable as well. There's metro system, there is the bus system,
Mm.
there is Uber,
Yeah.
right? So it depends again on how you want to live. If you want to
Mm.
take Uber
Yeah.
all the time, if you want to go with the bus and the
Yeah. I can also
metro,
take that. Yeah.
yes. Yeah, so it just depends on
That's
the
it.
personality, how you want to live, your lifestyle.
Mm. Okay, I think that's fair enough. It depends on your budget and your pocket and the location that you live in, and that's going to
Exactly.
help you either invest in how much money you get and put into it.
Mm,
Now, the next question is
absolutely.
about sending money home because, of course, a lot of African teachers who travel abroad
Mm.
have one big major responsibility, and that is to, send Kudi home. So, what
Yes,
are some
yeah.
of the logistics when it comes to remittance? Like, are there like some special apps that you use to send money home? And how are you able to even support and send money home without you being less, financially struggling yourself abroad? So, how do you manage that
Okay, so that
as
will
an
boil
expat?
down to right. That will boil down to budgeting. I mean,
Yeah.
even if you were not abroad, even if you were in your country, you still have
Still have to
expenses,
budget.
and
Yeah.
yes, and you still have to do your budgeting to know what is going into food, what is going into this, what is going into that. So it just boils
Yeah.
down to budgeting. How much do I want to send them? How
Mm.
much can I afford to send them? How much do I need over here? So of course there
Mm.
are different apps, and there's
Ups. Yeah.
also and there's also exchanges. They call them money exchange.
Money.
For example, like in Nigeria, you go to like Sabo. I don't know if Nigerians are here. It's called Sabo, where
Yeah.
the houses are much. So you go there, but over here, so it's well structured. It's called money
Mm.
exchanges, like Western Union, yeah, something like that.
Mm. Mhm.
Yeah. So you go there, you change your money, and you send. And there are also people that do maybe like a personal exchange. Maybe
Yeah.
someone has a lot of naira,
Mm.
and they need real. Yeah, you could just exchange it.
You
Okay,
can
you're my
just change
friend.
it
I
for them.
have
Mm.
Yes, I have naira. You need real, and then we just do the math and just
The
send
math.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I think that works. At least it's easier to send money home when it's so difficult, as an expat teacher
yeah,
from Africa,
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
get money home.
yeah.
Now, the next question is going to talk about, side hustles. Somehow,
Mm.
uh, there's this thing about teachers who sometimes have like side hustles. For example, do you do like private tutoring? Are you like an examiner, something like that, or do you make extra money aside what you're doing where you are in Qatar?
Yes, in the sense that for I don't know how to put it now. Okay, it's a non-English speaking country,
English
right?
speaking country.
Yeah. So
Yes.
many people want to learn English, many people, and so when people even meet me, be like, "Oh my gosh, you speak it well, you do this." So
Well.
there are tutoring gigs that
Mm.
you can go for. There are even tutoring centers. There are tutoring
Mm.
centers, yes, that you can work as long as you're good, and they see your skills and everything. Yes, you can work in
Mm.
tutoring centers. You can have tutoring gigs where just like lessons in Nigeria, we call them lessons.
Yeah,
We
and
go
lessons. Yeah.
to the people's homes, tutor them. There's also
Hmm.
online tutoring. So
Yeah.
yes, of course, as a teacher, it's not like in the past where teaching is like, oh, you can't do you have to maybe buy and
Mm.
sell and all of that. Yes, even in
No, but
teaching,
now it's different. Yeah.
it's different.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, you can
Yeah.
cash out side gigs.
I think that's a very good one. At least,
Yes.
even though you've left your home country and you're abroad, and you can
Mm,
still be able to work fully and get some side money. That I mean, more money doesn't hurt anybody. So that is
honestly.
something that I think it's a very good thing for us to think about it for that. If you have
Yeah.
any questions, please ask in the comment section. Hi, Magode is here. Hi, Coach. Thank you for joining, Coach. Coach, you have your sister here from Nigeria, so you can ask her any questions. She's from Qatar. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section. I will get to them and I will ask them when there's enough time for us to do that in between the discussions. Okay, now the next thing is about negotiation because we are talking all about money, right?
Mm,
Of course, one thing that I am working on now and supporting people on LinkedIn and on my consultancy is the fact that communication is very important. If you think
mm,
that you deserve something and you want to ask for it, there should be a way that you could, position yourself well enough to
mm,
ask, right?
mm, mm,
Now, when it comes to money, tell us how you were able to ask for more money or more benefits and you actually get it. Have you been in a situation where, as an African teacher, right, you
mm,
have to sell yourself or advertise yourself well enough to get a promotion or to get enough money
mm,
financially? Yeah.
mm. Okay, so I would say schools, when it comes to
Yeah.
schools, they already kind of have a how do
Structure.
I put it now? Yeah, a structure when it
Yeah.
comes to passports. Let's just go straight.
Mm. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
let's just go
Mm.
straight. Many of them want
Mm.
the Westerners.
Yeah.
They call them native speakers, and only South Africa is
Is
part of
considered the native speaking countries.
part of, like, that it's Africa country, that's an African country rather. So they already have that structure. So for you that you're not from one of those countries, they have the how do I put it now? They already have what they want to pay you, right?
Structure.
The
Mm.
structure, yeah, there's a word to it. They already have a pay base, something like that, that they want to pay you. So
Is
now
it
it
salary
depends.
range? Maybe it's a salary
Yeah,
range.
yes, something like that, salary range.
Mm.
So
Mm.
it depends on your skills, your experience, your qualifications.
Mm.
That's what maybe you can now use to, because trust me, they would rather pay um, a Western or an American that has no degree
Mm-hmm.
in education. They would
Yeah.
rather pay the person well than you from an African country who has the qualification. They would rather
Yeah.
pay the person well than you. So those are just the tricks about. But the truth is that whether they pay you up to them or not up to them is still better than African. What you're
Mm.
earning in
African
Africa is still
back home.
way better
Yeah.
than what you're earning back home. So it's still a
Yeah.
win-win. So it's still a
Mm.
win-win.
Okay, I think that's something that a lot of African teachers don't know. They feel like when they go abroad, automatically everything works so well. But even with that, there's still very differences even in the salary range. Regardless
Yes.
of those differences, it is still better. But those structures are always going to be there.
Yes.
This is not the
Yes.
time for us to go and try to fight it because it is going to be
Mm-hmm.
there. Why?
Yes.
Because the person is a native speaker. Even though they don't have the qualification, they are native speakers, so automatically they already have an advantage. So I really like that fact that you are telling us, this deep financial inconsistencies that already exist in the system, so that any teacher in the life today who is an African teacher and wants to travel abroad should also know that hey, it's not all roses, on the other side. When you go there. So thank you so much for enlightening us on that financial aspect. Now, what about investment? Do you think that you're managing your finances well and doing any form of, investment, or is it like some tax and things that you also have to deal with over there? How's the tax like in
Mm,
East Qatar?
that's a good question. So it's mostly tax-free. And that's why you'd
Mm,
also see many Westerners coming here because over there,
comment. Yeah.
there's tax. After payment, after salary, they still have to pay their tax. And over here, but over here, there's no tax, but
Mm,
there's VAT here and there on your
mm,
purchases. There's VAT
things.
here and there,
Mm,
yeah, but it's not they're not big on tax. So yes, you can definitely save if you know how to manage yourself, your expenses, your
yeah.
budgeting, and everything. Again, it boils down to you. So definitely you can save and you can have investments and all of that. So it still boils down to your lifestyle, right? Because some people they want to
Okay.
come abroad to just ball, enjoy,
Just
right?
yeah. Oh my goodness, it's not easy. You don't want to just come abroad. Teachers want to go abroad to just enjoy and be
Yeah,
free.
yeah, because
Yeah, I think
because I had
that's a very
someone,
interesting thing.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Mhm.
because I was speaking with someone recently, and is in the UK. He went for his
Mm-hmm.
masters, and all he was just telling me is, I want to come to the Middle East. I heard there's a lot of money there. I heard that I want to come, and I'm like, okay.
Okay,
So
oh,
yeah.
come, oh,
Mhm.
come and see
Yeah,
you.
right. So definitely you can
Okay.
invest.
Yeah, you can invest in. All right, thank you so much for joining the live. If you just joined, please, you're welcome. This is Teaching Beyond Borders with myself, Miss Anna, and we have Ms Tiwa from Nigeria, who is an African teacher in Qatar. Mariam, hi Mariam, thank you for joining. Miss Bridget also says, well done, Anna and Tiwa and everyone here. Great to be here. Thank you so much, and we are happy to have you. Okay, so we are going to category two. All right, the questions are such a way that they are in categories, and she chooses random questions out of each category. So, the first category is done, and now we are going to category three. You're going to choose
Okay.
five random questions, and I'm going to ask you the same thing again. So, what are your five random questions, Miss? Let's hear you.
What's that category again? Uh,
That's a solo experience and lifestyle, focusing on
oh,
things like,
okay.
being alone, fear,
Mm,
loneliness, leaving your home country, things like that. Like the
mm,
real, honest, vulnerable truth about African
mm.
teachers teaching abroad. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's do
All right.
one.
So from number 1 to 10, let's do number one. Okay.
Number one, number two,
Number two.
number four. Tell me,
Okay.
cheats. Hope I'm choosing the right questions.
Yes.
Number four,
I don't think I can tell you. It's a surprise. Number four.
number
Two more.
six, number
Okay.
six, number eight, and
Yes.
10.
Yeah.
Oh, we're done,
Oh,
right?
you already got, yeah. You want
Okay.
more questions. Okay.
No,
So
no,
you already
it's
got
fine.
number one, two, four,
Mm,
6, and 8. 1, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
So solo experience as an African
Mm,
teacher living
mm,
in Qatar.
mm.
First one. Now, the first 72 hours, the first 3 days, okay? What happened when you landed in the airport? Who picked you up? How did you feel? How was the experience first 3 days of first time landing in Qatar?
Okay, so for me, I would say that I'm sorry, just give me a few seconds. Okay, so for me, it was quite easy because I had
Yeah.
a connection here. I had like a family.
Mm.
No, in Dubai first. Let's put, I was in Dubai for 5 years. Yeah,
Mm. Oh, you
so
were you were in Dubai for 5 years before
yes, as a
Qatar.
teacher, yes, before Qatar.
Oh.
Yeah, so it was
Mm.
quite easy because it was seamless, right? Because
Mm.
it's just like you have family, you're going to meet someone, so it was
Yeah.
easy. In the first few days, the only thing was that I got there in during the heat of the summer. It was August, and
Mm.
that's like the peak of the heat. You would be
Oh.
eating 50 degrees heat. So, I was from the airport with, you're
Whoa.
chilling good, and then you just enter the town and you're like, what is this? I need to go back. That was the that was
Okay,
the
so the
first
heat,
culture shock.
the weather and the heat
The
was the first culture
weather,
shock for you.
yeah, it was for the first culture
Wow.
shock for me. So, but after that, it was
Mm.
honestly quite seamless. It was good.
Yeah.
And then for
Hmm.
Qatar as well, yeah, it was seamless because I was used to they call it the GCC countries. It's
Yeah.
Dubai, Qatar, or not Dubai, the UAE. Okay, the UAE,
Mm-hmm.
Qatar, Bahrain. I'm just saying this in case other people would like to try other countries in that region, the Middle
Yeah.
East.
Mm.
UAE, Qatar, Oman, Bahrain. Which other one? I can't remember, but at least you have,
Yeah.
an idea that there are other countries aside
Idea.
UAE, aside Qatar. There's
Mm-hmm.
Oman, there's Saudi
Mm.
Arabia,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Mm.
So it was quite easy for me. It was quite easy for me.
Oh, okay. I think that's a very good one. For me, in my experience, when I first went to the airport, the school came to pick me up. So they had a scheduled like driver to pick me up directly from the airport to my accommodation. So I will also say it was very easy for me because the school usually sponsors and handles everything most times.
Right, right,
They
right,
get you
right.
from one location to the other, so then you don't have
Right.
to struggle because that is
Mm-hmm.
your first time, in the city. You obviously need
Right.
some assistance to get around to where you're going to stay. So that's actually a very good one. The next
Mm-hmm.
question is going to ask about apartment hunting, okay,
Mm.
or general. How do you get accommodation? Do you go hunting for them yourself? Does the school offer you these accommodations? So pick one, or like, how was your experience with the apartments and accommodation with moving to Qatar?
Okay. So if the school hired you from your country, just like you, they would provide
Mm-hmm.
accommodation. But mostly when you are in their country already, they, especially for Africans, I would say again, I just really want people to understand that it's different. We Africans is different from
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah,
Westerners. They
yeah.
won't provide the accommodation for you, right? Now your salary might be good enough, right? What they would offer you might be good enough to cover your accommodation. Okay, so for me, in my
Mm.
case, like I said, I went there first to meet my family. It wasn't like they hired me from
Family.
Nigeria. Yeah, so it was easy
Interesting.
because they had settled, I mean, they had done the homework for
Mm.
me. However,
Yeah.
you need accommodation, there's always how you can do it. Like there are websites, there are apps where there are listings of
Mm,
apartments, and you can always go there. Contact the agent. They take you to the accommodation, you check it, and all of that, and then
mm,
it's quite seamless as well. It might just depend on, okay, maybe until you get the apartment that really suits your taste, but it's quite seamless
yes.
as well. You just check, and also
Mm,
word of mouth. Oh, I'm looking for an accommodation and all of that, and you'd get something
like
good.
that, you can easily get it that
Yeah,
way.
yes,
Mm.
yes.
Okay, that's a very good one. Thank you so much for sharing that apartment hunting with us, because it's not always easy, right? As a
Mm-hmm.
new, teacher in a foreign country, you need some
No,
form of assistance at least the first few
exactly,
months, because before you can start looking for accommodations by yourself. All
exactly.
right. So the next question, or the next one, number four, is, ooh, this one is interesting. Dating in Asia. It says dating in Asia.
This was number what?
Dating in the Middle
What
East.
number was this?
Number four.
Oh my gosh.
Number
Can I
four.
change it to number 10? Let's just skip.
Yes, you can change it. Yes, you can skip it.
Yeah.
You can skip it. Okay, so then let's move to number six then. Okay, so there we go, six, eight, and then 10. Number
Okay.
six is about faith and community. So faith and
Mm,
community. Sometimes
mm,
it's not easy to get into finding like your own people, religion
mm,
wise, and things like that.
mm,
How was it finding like a church or a mosque or a spiritual community abroad for you to settle in? Because that might have been a routine you already had before going,
mm,
but in a new country, it's not always easy to find that, you know, home or community or church vibe that you're looking for. So how was your
mm,
experience finding your faith in a country that you were not in before?
mhm. So I would say, I mean, it was quite easy for me. Now, from my own experience, it was quite easy for me.
Mm,
Why? When you're new in a country, it's very important that you open your mouth, that you talk, that you
yes,
speak,
you talk.
that you ask questions. Don't be like, oh, don't be like that. So for me, when I saw, I think I was just going by the first week, I saw
Mm,
an
yeah.
African lady, a black person. So I just said, hey,
Mm,
hello, blah, 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 I'm new here and all of that. And that was it. That was it. She's a
mm,
Cameroonian, and that was it. So she just introduced me to her church, a black
yeah.
community church. In fact, but the pastor is from my tribe, right?
Mm,
So it was quite easy. It was quite easy.
easy.
And it was the
I think
first
that's a
week.
very good
It was the
thing.
first,
Yeah.
yeah, and it was the first week. So I just joined them on the worship day, because here in Qatar, worship days is on Friday. Weekend is on
Mm,
Friday, Saturday, unlike Saturday, Sunday in most countries. In this
mm.
region, is mostly Friday, Saturday. So
So in the Western, in where you are, weekend is Friday and Saturday. So Sunday is your
exactly,
Monday.
exactly,
So
exactly,
you go to work on Sunday.
exactly.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
Sunday to
That's quite an
Thursday.
interesting
Someone
thing.
is struggling to hear me.
All
Okay.
right. Miss Nena, thank you so much for joining in, Nena. Chinere, thank you. Has Hi everyone, interesting session. Anna and Tiwa, thank you so much for joining. Messi, I'm not too sure why you cannot hear Tiwa, but if anybody can hear Miss Tiwa, please send us a message. Just say hi, I can hear Tiwa, or we can hear Tiwa, so I can tell if it is from my end or if it's from you.
Internet is low.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm so sorry. It's my internet.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Yes,
okay. It's
yes,
okay.
yes,
All right. So I think we were already talking about the fact that we're able to find the faith in a very good community to join, right? Everything was
yes,
okay when you're able
yes,
to find them. All right.
yes,
Now we're going to move to the next question if you're ready. And this one is
yes.
about food. Okay. One of the biggest questions that some African teachers always ask is about how you assimilate to eating something new or something different, in your country. So how did you get adjusted to the local diets? And like, where did you find the home food, like Nigerian food, maybe some eba and egusi that you've been craving for months, and how you can get access to home food in a foreign country like Qatar?
Okay, I hope everyone can hear me now because I feel like maybe I'm. Someone said I need to speak a bit
Yeah,
louder.
so you can
Can
speak
we
a bit
hear me
louder.
now? Okay, so there are African stores. Okay, there are
Oh,
people, Africans that
who
have
have
established their own stores
mm,
I think it's even in other Western countries and all of that. So they bring in
same,
all
yeah.
these,
Same in
yeah,
Indonesia also.
yeah. So they bring in all these products, and then you can just go to the store, their grocery store, and just purchase in case you're craving
Mm.
for any African thing. And they have
Any
all
African
sorts
thing.
varieties. Yes. So yeah, so it's. I mean, it's quite okay. It's easy. You just
Mm.
go in and get what you want.
You want, okay.
Yeah.
I think sometimes things like that also makes life a lot bearable,
Mm,
because if you don't have anything close to home, you might feel, very out of it and a bit very like just not, you're just not there, right? And
actually.
sometimes you can feel homesick if you don't have
Mm-hmm.
that access, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
to culture that you're used to.
And there are also restaurants. There are restaurants, African restaurants,
Mm,
where yeah. I mean, Africans are doing well, establishing their businesses and all of that. So you can always go to the restaurant if you don't want to prepare yourself. You really want that. In Nigeria, we call it buka. You really want that
buka
buka experience or canteen experience. So you go
experience, you can
there,
easily get
eat.
that.
Yes, you can easily get that. I mean, it's just your money.
Mm.
It's just your
I think
money.
that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If you're in the live, please send us a hi. Let us know you're watching and give us a question. Okay. So Miss Tiwa is available to ask any questions about a life of an African teacher living abroad. Especially with her, she is in Qatar, so that is what she can tell us about. And that is the experience she has. And she's going to give us a bit of Dubai also, in case she wants to tell us something about that too. But mainly going to be about life in Qatar. All right. So the question we just spoke about, the one about the food, it leads us to something very interesting that a lot of people don't talk about, and that is about mental health check. You know, what is it like dealing with homesickness or missing events like maybe major weddings, funerals
Mm.
back home? Like you really want to go back to Nigeria because there's something major happening, but you cannot go maybe because of your contracts or financial reasons, and sometimes it can have a toll on a teacher living abroad. So, what can you say about things like, such when it comes to being a solo African teacher living abroad?
Okay, okay. So I'll say, I mean, it's good we're having um, programs like this or webinars like this or something like that. Before
Mm,
you leave your home country, just have it at the back of your mind. Okay, just have it somewhere in that corner that you would kind of feel lonely at some point. I mean, the truth is, even back in your home country, sometimes your
yeah. Okay. Hello. Mm, okay. I think you're back. Can you hear me? Oh, she went back out. Okay. If you can see me or hear me, please send a hi so I know that you're in the live or that the live is still streaming. Is anyone else in the live, please? Thank you. So we're going to wait for her to try to join back. I think Miss Tiwa is having issues with her internet. So let's wait for that and see. how she can join us back onto the live. Okay, I'm going to put her back
Eh,
on. Oh, it's
I'm
okay.
so
Just put it
sorry.
back on. You're welcome. Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
All right. So you were saying
So
something about
yeah, you
loneliness and
just
homesick.
yeah, yes. So sometimes even back at home, you're home and you're just bored. You just want to go out. You just want to,
Yeah.
chill out with your friends. So these are just normal things. It's just that when you're now outside your home base, it might
Mm,
be a lot difficult. And so just when you're going out, have it at back of your mind. Like I said, speak, talk, try to make connections with others, and don't limit yourself to only Africans as well. If you, I mean, you can make friends with people from other nationalities. That's what even brings the spice. Sometimes you get to, learn their culture, taste their food, just um have fun, go out. For me, it was not that easy because I'm
mm,
kind of introverted. So
yeah.
when I we when I went to when I was in Dubai at the time, I was just very into myself, not going out much and all of that, and honestly it affected me. It
Oh.
affected me. Yeah. And at some point, then COVID started. There was now even lockdown. And then Dubai
Oh.
took it really seriously when others had opened up who were still wearing masks for like 2 years. We wore masks for like
Oh.
2 years. So social distancing, you could not go to church, you could not do anything. And so I would also say keep in touch with people back at home. So even if
Mm,
you can't go out, even if you can't make friends, you have your people at home that you still call,
yeah.
that you still talk
Mm.
to, gist you and all of that. So just have at back of your mind that you would get lonely at some point, right? So when you just prepare yourself that okay, be open minded. Yeah, that's the word. Okay, be open
Yeah, the word
minded.
is to be open
So
minded. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So don't make try to make friends even with people from other nationalities, learn their culture. And even if you don't have friends, sometimes just go out yourself, right? Just
Yeah.
take yourself out, just so that you don't feel that that mental overload. Yeah.
Yeah, the mental overload. Oh, thank you so much. I really like that. I can see hi, forgive. Um, Hi everyone. Hi Paula. Thank you so much for joining. If you have any question, please send them in the chat. We're still waiting for the questions from our amazing viewers. Please let us know what questions you have for Ms Tiwa, an African teacher, a Nigerian teacher living and teaching in Qatar. All right. So just let us have any questions that you want to ask her. She'll be willing to take us through her journey in Qatar. All right. I think these are very important things because the loneliness will definitely come up and you need to assimilate quickly. And the only thing you can do is to meet other people, or you can also, it doesn't always have to be Africans. You can also be friends with other people. That is how you travel. For example, my colleagues and I did travel around to like Japan last year. When I first came, they had already planned before I even joined the school, but I was like, hey, I'm here already, and they are willing to accept me. So I bought the tickets and then I joined them and we all
Exactly.
went to Japan together.
That's
And even
awesome.
within Indonesia, yeah, within Indonesia, we still travel about. So it's a very exciting thing to, do that so you don't feel too out of place in as an African teacher trying to live abroad. All right. So that's a very, very exciting thing. Thank you so much. All right. So that runs up the part one. That is the question time of our show. If there's any question, please put them in the chat session. Kola says, wow, Qatar. Yes, Qatar. Miss Tiwa is in Qatar. So that is the roundup of our part
Hi.
roundup of our parts one, or the first part of our questions. Now, the second part is what we call the game time. All right. Game time is just to show the fun side of Miss Tiwa. Let's really know her as a person beyond being a teacher or an African teacher in Qatar. Um, Tiwa, there's going to be two game types, so you need to choose which one you want. There's going to be the expert's dilemma and then the classroom confession. So, which of these you think you're very interested in?
Wow, wow, wow. Okay.
Maybe you want to have some confessions. You need to give us some confessions. We want to see.
Okay, just to clarify, I'm a very boring person, but let's see how this goes. Let
So which of these are you going to pick?
the second one, that's classroom
Okay,
confessions,
classroom
right?
confessions. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a question right now. There's a question coming from our Are Gwesola. I hope I'm mentioning your name right. She says, "Is Qatar currently issuing a work visa?" Yeah. So she's asking that. Maybe you can answer that quickly for her.
Um, Honestly, I don't know because I know that at some point, maybe in January, I was hearing some news like maybe they're
Rumors.
not. Yeah, so I've not confirmed. Honestly, I've not confirmed. I've not.
Mm.
I didn't. I didn't dive into it. I was just hearing here and there. Oh, they're not giving. They're currently not granting Nigerian applications, even for visits,
Mm.
even yeah.
Wow.
So maybe, but I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure.
Yeah. So maybe you'd have to do some research, right, and figure out
Mm,
if it's an issue that is really happening or it's just like a hearsay. So you need to do some facts.
okay.
So thank you so
Mhm.
much. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. She's also saying that my question is this: Qatar currently issuing a work visa to Africans, especially Nigerians. Okay, I think that's what she just edited her question to properly ask. So yeah, that's her response. Miss, I think
Someone
she's
is
not too
asking,
sure. You
do
have to
you
do the
teach in
research.
Arabic?
Yeah, she said, "Do you teach in Arabic, Tiwa?"
No, I don't teach in Arabic. I teach English. I teach in English. Okay. Of course, there are Arabic schools. Okay, but that's mostly the government schools,
Yeah.
ministry schools. That's what they call it.
Mm,
But there are many international schools. There are many schools owned by Arabic people, but they follow
mm.
different curriculum, like the American curriculum, the British curriculum. Yeah, I mean, there's a Finland school curriculum here. There are Germans. I mean, there's so many curriculums. Okay, so you can teach in English as well. So I don't teach in Arabic.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for the questions. Please keep them coming. Keep the questions coming because this is the only time that you can actually get the answers. And maybe later on, you're going to connect with Ms Tiwa so you can have more in depth questions and explanations about working in Qatar. Okay. So let's have some fun and games now. Let's get to know Tiwa and as a teacher. First thing is this. Okay. So let's get to the rules first. The rule of the game, you will have to say guilty or innocent. When I read a statement, you tell me guilty means yes, you've done that before.
Okay.
Innocent means nope, I have never done that before as a teacher. All right.
Okay. Okay.
So this is gonna be fun. But if you tell us guilty or not guilty, you explain why. Like, oh yes, I did it one time at this point. Oh no, I haven't done it before because of this. You just give us a bit of an explanation right after. All right, the
Okay.
first one. Are you ready, Miss Tiwa?
Yes. Yeah. Ready.
Okay. First question, classroom confessions.
Mm.
Never have I ever Googled a grammar rule whilst the students were doing a test because I forgot.
Guilty.
Okay.
Guilty as
Guilty.
charged.
All right.
Yes.
Explain. Tell us one time that it happened.
Ah, let me see if I could recall.
Okay. Maybe what was the
Yeah,
grammar rule? Maybe what was the grammar rule that you had forgotten? They were like, oh my god, I think I need to Google this.
it would be phonics. It would be phonics sounds. It would
Oh,
be
sounds.
yes. It can be tricky sometimes. I think
Yes.
it was the Y, the Y sound. It has variations. There's A,
Oh yeah.
there's I. So um so it's I think I said something and a student was like, oh miss, but it's, and I'm like, no. But I'm like,
Yeah, and you're
okay,
like,
just check this
mm-mm.
thing. So, but one thing with me is I would usually admit to them. I'll just be like, guys, you know
Oh,
what? I
guys,
think
let
you're
me check.
kind of correct. I think, I'll just
Yeah, just
try to, yeah,
play
just try to cover up.
play it
Yeah, play
cool.
cool
It's not
like
easy,
that.
my goodness.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I think I also been in the situation before because for me, I teach grade 6 to grade 8. So mine
Okay,
are like pre-teens and they really know stuff sometimes. So when I
okay,
get confused and they ask me something, I'm like, oh, really? Just hold on a bit. I just pretend like I'm texting. Like
Honestly, yeah, honestly, you just pretend like you're. One minute, please. Oh, I
Ah,
mean,
oh
you
my
just have to
goodness, I
save your
know.
life somehow.
Sometimes it happens. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah,
much for being honest and being, vulnerable and human to know that,
yes,
hey, we are teachers, but we don't always know everything.
yeah,
Sometimes we have to Google
yeah,
stuff. All right.
yes.
Second thing, never have I ever hidden from a parent in the grocery store so I didn't have to talk to them. Guilty
Um,
or not guilty?
no, not guilty, not
Oh,
guilty,
not guilty.
not
Okay.
guilty,
You're such a good teacher. Then. You
not
talk to all the
guilty.
parents that see you outside.
I rarely come across them too.
Oh,
So
okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's fine. Thank you. Okay. Let's move to the next one. The next game is never have I ever converted a currency wrong and accidentally bought a $50 coffee. Or it could be anything else. Like you converted wrong and bought something more expensive than you should have usually would expect.
Guilty, guilty,
Okay,
guilty.
share with us the experience. What do you think happened? Did you buy something more expensive than you would usually use money to buy?
I bought something more expensive. So let me just quickly, I'm sorry, let me just quickly say this. I was supposed to say that at the
Yeah.
beginning. There's a lot going on in Qatar right now. You remember I said it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's bombings. So we've just been
Oh.
playing it cool. Yes. So just in
Oh.
case I uh, leave the stream, just
Live?
in case you don't
Oh.
understand. Yeah, yeah,
Oh. Okay.
okay, yeah, yeah.
All right
Okay,
then. Okay.
so yeah, I was saying, I can't recall. Yeah, I
Okay.
bought
It's about
something more
buying
expensive.
something expensive. Yes.
Yeah, I bought something more expensive. It was a perfume. I,
Oh.
I love smells. I love good smells. So I
Hmm.
was, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is really
Okay.
cheap for this price. Oh, only when I got to the pay point, and then I'm like, how? But it was written this, like, no, no, it's written. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah,
Oh.
sometimes you just have to like, okay, just form
You
like,
just
oh, okay, okay,
pretend.
it's fine, it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's fine. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
Okay, somebody in the comments
Yeah,
says Kola says stay safe. So
yeah,
they're wishing
thank
you
you,
all the best and to stay safe in
thank
Qatar.
you, thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
so we're going to do the last two and then we're going to wrap up just so we know
Okay,
that you're okay and you're safe. All
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Next one is classroom confessions. Never have I ever used a sick day from school just to book a cheap flight for a long weekend like a Friday,
Um,
you say you're going, like you're sick, and then you use that day to do
yeah,
something different.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I
You,
didn't book a flight, but of course,
yeah.
definitely, I did something else. I did something else, definitely. And over here,
Okay, guilty.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Over here,
Guilty as
it's
charged. Miss Tiwa is
guilty,
guilty as
guilty,
charged then.
guilty. Yeah, guilty as charged. Guilty.
All right, so you're going to tell us a bit about it, or you don't
Oh,
really want
yeah.
to know about it in real life?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, no, no. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, so sometimes you're just exhausted as well.
Yeah,
Because when it
that's
comes
so
to
true.
behavior, especially in this region, it's a lot because
Mm,
we're culturally compared to Africans, you know, I don't want to mention names, the
mm,
Arabic
yeah,
Arabs and Westerners, how their behavior can be really overboard. The kids, there's
yeah,
no control.
sometimes, yeah.
So sometimes you can just be exhausted and you just want to rest. I
Mm,
just want to rest. So yeah, I've done that where I woke up
yeah.
that morning and I was just like, or maybe even the
Mm-hmm.
night before, I was just like,
So, I
and so I
cannot
just,
do.
yeah, I can.
I cannot do. Tomorrow I no go fit do.
I won't be able to show up at work, and
I won't
that's
show up at work. I'm sorry. I'm sick
it.
right now. Coughing.
Guilty.
Okay.
You've done
All
this
right.
before.
No, 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 no. I'm innocent. Please. I'm very innocent. I beg you. Okay. So Kola
Yeah.
says, I hope Doha is safe. Doha is
Yes.
safe. Um,
We
I think
hopefully
so.
by God's
Yeah.
grace. Yeah,
Okay.
they're
All right.
doing their
All
best.
right. Last one. Let's do the last game question.
Yeah.
All right. Classroom confessions. Never have I ever smiled and nodded at a local person because I had absolutely no idea what they were saying to me. You were just like,
Oh,
just nodding,
guilty.
but you don't get what you're talking about. You're so
Guilty.
lost.
Even to the parents. Even to the parents. Sometimes I call them ESL parents as well because they are
Yeah, 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 yeah,
literally
yeah.
like their kids. I mean,
Yeah, they also
they
don't
don't
know the
understand.
things.
Yeah. I remember one time I wanted to speak to a parent, and then immediately I just opened my mouth to say, hey, hello. Can they say, Mafi, English. That Mafi means no English,
No.
right?
Yeah.
So, but sometimes they'll literally be talking to you and they're so passionate, especially the moms.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
No, 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 no.
yeah.
I like that. Like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have to
Just
give
be
them the energy, like you understand them, like So yeah, I mean, guilty, so guilty.
totally guilty. Yes. So she has been guilty, smiling and looking at a local, citizen, but didn't know exactly what they were saying. So thank you so
Right.
much for sharing that. It was nice playing this classroom confessions with you. All right.
Mhm.
So is there any other question that you'd like to ask Miss Tiwa? We have just 8 minutes to wrap up this, so we can also make sure that she's also safe and okay. Miss Tiwa, is there anything you'd like to say? Just anything generally about being an African teacher in the Middle East or Qatar specifically. Just tell us final words before we can end the live today.
Okay, so I'll just say, just like I mean, every teacher here is trying their best. Just make
Hmm.
sure that you're keeping abreast of international practices,
Yeah.
right? When it comes to education, so that whenever you have the opportunity, you're ready. You know, you're ready for it. Because I remember when I interviewed for the job in Dubai, I had done a Jolly Phonics training. This was back 2017, 2018. I'd done a Jolly Phonics training in Nigeria. I didn't even know it was something big. I didn't know, right? So I just mentioned it, and it was also on my CV. So I was like, oh, Jolly Phonics. And I didn't know it was an American program. Like, and then the person interviewing me was an American. So that intrigued her, and she was like, "Oh, you know about this." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And so that preparation paved way for me. So I'll just say, just
Hmm.
like we're doing, I know we're trying our best, doing, bringing the
Yeah.
best practices to the classroom, but just keep yourself abreast so that whenever the opportunity comes, you're ready. You you have everything to show off. And maybe most people are also coming from LinkedIn. Keep updating your LinkedIn, whatever you're doing in the classroom. It's not until when you have
Yeah.
a perfect classroom. I've seen some people
Very,
on
very big.
LinkedIn and I'm like, oh, this is super, because it's not like the classroom is anything superficial or something, but you're doing something, right? So from there,
Yeah.
recruiters could even reach out to you because they see what you're doing, right? It's not until when you reach out to recruiters, they can also reach out
Yes.
to you because they see the quality of what you're chunking
Mm.
out. So, or churning out rather. So, yeah. So that would be like my last words. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for listening. It's, yeah.
Okay. Hi.
I'm so sorry.
Are you
Yeah,
back?
I'm back.
It's okay. It's okay. We understand that, yeah, so internet issues
Yeah,
are happening, so
yeah,
it's fine. We are
yeah.
almost about to wrap up, but I think what I can put together is that you are advising teachers who really have that goal to teach abroad or to go global with their
Mm-hmm.
career should also make sure that their LinkedIn is up to date and that they
Yes.
are making sure that whatever they're doing, they're just showing how good they are in their field, right? That's what
Exactly.
you're advising them to do.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Hi, sis. Hi, Nena. Thank you so much for joining. I really am appreciative of you having here. And Kola says, how is Indonesia, Anna? Indonesia is okay. it depends on what specifically you want to know about. You can just reach out to me privately and I'm giving you all the information. Thank you so much. No knowledge is a waste. Yes, that's actually very true. Nothing you learn right now is going to be a waste because everything will be used at a particular time in your life or in your career. All right. All right. So Mercy says, thank you so much for putting this together. It is really interesting. Oh, thank you so much. We sincerely apologize because of the technical difficulties with the internet. So thank you for sticking around. And it's always going to be replay. So you can always come back. If you miss the beginning or any point in time, you can always come back and watch everything together. So thank you all so much for joining today's live. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Nana. Thank you so much. All right. So it was really fun having this chat. So this is something that I do every month, and every single time I learn something new. Because the fact that I'm in Indonesia doesn't mean that I know everything in other countries. So I really
Right.
enjoy having other teachers, other African teachers, come and tell us how it is in their region, so that anybody else who wants to know can watch this later and also have an idea about what to do and what not to do when applying, to go to some countries. So thank you so much for honoring the invitation and for spending your precious 1 hour with me on teaching beyond borders.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much for
much for
coming.
having me. Thank you for putting it together. I enjoyed the chit chat as well. Thank you to everyone that joined. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all so much. Okay. All right. So I think we have like 3 minutes more. I'm not sure if anybody has anything to say. Maybe Tiwa, you want to sing for us? You want to sing our dance?
Maybe an Arabic
I
song.
mean, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You never know. Maybe you could play. We can dance to an Arabic song. Yeah, those in the comment section will be so happy to hear something new.
I don't know any Arabic song. Maybe when they're
No,
playing
no.
it, I mean, you could dance and all of that, but I don't
Oh, is
know.
that this how they do the dancing? Is that how
Yeah,
most of the time they dance with their
they do
hands?
they do their hands and
Oh,
their waist.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, okay. All right, guys. Please, today we are learning one of the best moves in Qatar when they're dancing the Arabic songs. Okay. Thank you so much. You're such a
You're
vibe, and I'm
welcome.
really happy to have you today. It was really beautiful having you. So, thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We will meet you again. I'm going to introduce my next African teacher um, in the world outside, and next African teacher who is teaching abroad, and I'll announce it. And then the next one is going to be next month on the last day. Always last Saturday of the month is when I host this show, so that at least each month there's something interesting for you to look forward to. So thank you so much for having me, and we will say bye bye for now. You can reach out to Ms Tiwa on her LinkedIn and me later on, so we can have more chit chats about teaching abroad, life outside, everything you need to know. Just let me know. Okay. All right. Love you
Someone
all,
is saying
guys. Bye
greet
bye.
us.
Oh, how do you say greet us? Yeah, in
Yeah.
Arabic. Can you say something like that?
Hi, Kola. Okay, so it's just simple salam alaikum. And then just
Oh,
the
salamu
normal
alaikum.
walaikum salam. And then if you
Hmm.
want to say thank you, you say shukran.
Shukran.
Shukran. Yeah. And then there's a way they
Shukran.
would
Okay.
reply. Yeah, but I really don't remember
You
that
don't
one.
know
So
the
you say
reply.
shukran.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, salam alaikum, alaikum salam, shukran. All
Yeah.
right. So you've learned three words today from Ms Tiwa, our Nigerian teacher in Qatar. Three Arabic words. So that's one of the big takeaways from. And then the dance, and then our beautiful Arabic dance. So thank you. She really wants you to give her like an
Masalama.
Arabic lesson.
Masalama.
So this is basically a full Arabic course now, Kola. Thank you so much for asking. All right, so masalama means bye, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so let's say it together. You can chat put in the comment section. So masalama, masalama, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
bye, bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Okay, I'm ending the stream.